What's up? It's me again. Quick little video today. As you can see, this is not going to be about the C10. C10's put away for the winter. I know. Trav, it's only October. What are you doing? I have no windows. I have no heat. It's going to be 50 degrees from now until whenever it gets colder. And then eventually it'll get warmer. So what I decided to do is start working on my project I've had for, I don't know, 5-6 months or so. This is my 1950 Chevy Styleline business coupe, I believe it's called. I bought this for no good reason. It's in the garage, so there's not much to look at. But 1950 Chevy, primer, that'll change. I remember how to open the hood. This model has a 305 Come Alive with a 700 R4 automatic, for those of you that don't know. Second gear, barely works. Aluminum radiator, that'll broken. Intake, that'll broken carburetor. Little velocity stack I got from my buddy Fixed Roof Coupe. Hopefully he starts making videos again soon. This is, picked this car up for $34.50, I think. I don't remember. It's not bad. I put these seats in it. These are from like a 90s Chevy truck. It had leather BMW seats that were bolted to 2x4s that were bolted to the floor with lag bolts. Yeah, crazy, right? So I grabbed these seats literally the day after I bought it. These seats are so comfortable. Highly recommend them. And matches the interior. Thing's got a headliner. It's got half of a back seat. Yeah, not much to say about this. It's got an e-brake that doesn't work. It's got a shifter that doubles as a weapon. Your typical gauges. Yeah, I mean, a lot of it's here. It's a fun car to drive. I actually really enjoy it. I don't drive it as much as I should say I didn't drive it as much as I wanted to. But all the glass is good. There's a cracked window right there. You can't really see, but this is what I'm going to be working on this winter for the most part. Because this thing, other than the windows and an interior, is done. There's only a few things I need to do this. It's leaking transmission fluid. This is leaking transmission fluid, like a lot. Let's see here. Yeah. So, I'm going to start tearing into this thing today. I'm going to try to document it better than I was doing with the C10. Come on. But we're going to yank the motor. We're going to yank the trans. We're going to get rid of that. Probably throw a turbo 350 in there. Engine, as far as I can tell, is 100% original. It's not cammed or anything like that yet. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I bought this car running, driving. The only thing I did to it was new fuel line and a filter because the fuel line was cracked. I added in a tack. I put turn signal switch in it because it didn't have turn signals. Now it does. I took the front bumper off. I'll end up putting it back on. But I got some plans for this car. I'm not going to shell them all out in this video. One of my favorite parts, and I almost don't want to change it because it's hilarious, is how the previous owner labeled what all the buttons are for. Lights, horn, wipers, heat, which I will say, I don't know if this thing has any power. It doesn't. Battery's dead. But the wipers work off a vacuum, where they work great. The blower motor works. It's just not hooked up. So all I need to do is just run the hoses to it. We'll probably get a new heater core. The lights work, the horn works. $8 Amazon blinker switch, which already broke, so I have to manually, but hey, it's a hot rod. The floors are, yeah, the floors aren't great, so I might throw some floors in it. Carpet. The trunks, I'm not going to open the trunk, not much room back here, but I mean, it's all pretty solid. Like everything works like it should. The body's, you know, it's definitely full of mud, but it's pretty straight. It's got a ton of, had something in the pad when they were sanding it, but we're going to paint this bad boy in the spring. But yeah, I think for now, we're just going to tinker away. The only other thing I had to do, I put tires on it because the tires were dry rotted. I had to do wheel studs on this side, and I'd do the kingpin on this side and fix the shock because the bushing was completely missing. So yeah, this is it. I thought about getting, you know, like a Vortec 350 or an old school 350 or 283 or something, but I don't need this turning into this. So we're going to keep the 305. I think I'm going to put a cam in it. I'm going to repaint it. Probably strip the paint off the intake, make it more of a, you know, natural finish. It's got headers on it. I got to redo the exhaust. That's the other thing I did. I put an exhaust on it. Cherry bombs. Kicked them out the side. Yeah. Frame's bright. Wow, can't talk. Frame is bright red. If any of you have been following this channel from the beginning, you would know that the frame on this thing was also bright red, which is why I tore that down to the frame. I'm not taking the body off of this chassis. I'm not doing it. You get under there with a can of spray paint, rebuilding, done. Yeah. And if anybody's wondering, because obviously if you know these cars, you know that it came with a torque tube, so no drive shaft. What does it have for rear end? I'm glad you asked. I hope you can see under there, but she's got a 9-inch. Don't know what it has for gears. Leaks a little bit. Well, this thing gets up and goes when it shifts into second. But yeah, so we're going to pull the engine, cam it, clean it up a little bit. I do want to clean up the engine bay, make it look a little nicer. That's just something I'm passionate about, is having a nice engine bay. Like if you look at this girl over here, like no wires other than, you know, the Holly stuff and, you know, the unfortunate mess you got to have for the headlights. But I'm a big fan of a clean engine bay. So if I can take this, clean it up a little bit, clean up the firewalls. You can see they put like some weird like RTV patches. There's RTV just everywhere. But if I can clean up the firewall, clean up the inner fenders, probably just leave the battery where it is. I don't need to move it. And just clean it up. It's a solid car. Like I said, it runs cool. It charges, like everything works. So clean up the engine bay, firewall, give it a quick little respray of, you know, flat black or something. Redo some of the wiring here. It's, you know, I want to redo the wiring harness because it's just, you know, old. These are new wires, but these wires are just old and brittle, and some of the wires were starting to swell up. So a wiring harness for this. I don't need much. Headlights, taillights, blinkers, horn. That's it. A couple accessories. Easy. So yeah, and then in the spring we'll paint it. So I'm going to try to document this build best I can. I wish I had a video. I might have a video of it running. If I can find one, I'll toss it in right here. But yeah, that's it. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you think I should do to this thing. Brakes are incredible. Drum front, they work. I do want to lower the car a little bit, just a couple inches, nothing crazy. Yeah, and just have this be a fun, get in it, go grab your groceries, go grab your ice cream. Doesn't need to be fast. and just drive it. So, excuse me. So that's going to do it for this video. Like I said, truck's put away for the winter. I'm happy I got to drive it a few times. If you go on my Instagram, you can see some of the reels of the truck. You know, not much to it. It's a turbo LS. Not going to touch it until the spring. Only going to do a few things to it. Going to get it dyno tuned, so stay tuned for that. You're going to have to wait till the spring. But, all right, that's going to do it. See you later.